Hey guys, Jack here, and I'm going to be bringing you a quick tutorial on how to increase the speed of your trigger finger for semi-automatic weapons. Our first example will be on the FAL, which shoots at 625 RPM. Now most people will use their index finger if you're normal, if you're normal, you'll use index finger. Now if you want to shoot really fast, the way I do, and the way a couple other people have figured out, is you take your middle finger, you put the very tip at the bottom of your right trigger, I think that's what it's called. I'm not positive what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you put the bottom there, and you don't push it in all the way, but you push it in about halfway until you have it register on screen. And this can take a little bit of trial and error. It took me about an hour or so to get my trigger finger where it is now, but I'm pretty proud of where it is now. Okay, so first I'm going to show you what it'll show like if you're going to oversample. And oversampling is basically you're pulling it or pushing the trigger or whatever faster than the game will recognize it, faster than the gun will shoot, and faster than the controller's lag in between the Xbox and the controller can notice it. So that's gonna be about this. Okay, you know what? I'm too good or too used to being able to shoot perfectly, so I'm gonna try and hit it. Okay, and if you hear those little pauses in between, that's when you're oversampling. That's the time the gun is waiting until it's allowed to like shoot the next shot. Like that's what stops these from being fully automatic, is that there's a time in between shot, which is a really small number anyway, but equals out to about 620 or 625 RPM. Okay, so you take your middle finger, put it on the trigger. This takes some time to get used to. I'm going to shoot this just to show, and you just want to experiment with this a lot. Right at the overshoot, right below the oversampling rate. So I'm going to try and make it like this, and this is faster than the FAL when in select fire, and you can see there's no select fire on here. And I'm saying I don't have mods mostly because I don't want to pay for them when I have this kind of trigger finger. But this looks like mods basically, and it really makes it easier to play the game because you don't have oversampling issues because you're always shooting your bullet whenever you're pulling the trigger. Okay, so that's 625. Now we're going to look at the Tac-45, which uses the same speed at 625 RPM, except it's a little different in that it's one of the more oversampled weapons. And now if you've ever seen someone with a fast trigger finger on a final kill, they'll shoot the weapon like 2 times, have a small pause in between, then shoot in like a quick burst of 3. And I think that's, if I can do it right, that's what this looks like. Yeah, the small delay, and during those times you could be shooting people and getting bullets out. But you're shooting them a little fast and you're waiting for the next time you can shoot the bullet. So you do the same trick of middle finger on the trigger at the bottom, and you do it about this speed. And this is about the most efficient speed that you're not going to accidentally hit the rate, you're not going to have to accidentally hit the ceiling of the RPM limit, and you're going to get pretty fast, if not the exact same as when people use fast trigger fingers. Okay, so I'm going to kill myself so I can move on to my other class. Okay, that better. Oh, that was quick. Okay, this is with the SMR. The SMR shoots at 535 RPM. One of the harder weapons to use, but it also does a surprisingly high amount of damage. So this one is more difficult, at least for me. I cannot get it to shoot really fast at all. I mean, it's even slower than a Tac-45. But I can get it to shoot about here without oversampling, which isn't very impressive. Most people, though, will shoot like this. I mean, I see this a lot. This is the worst weapon for oversampling. It's like terrible. So, again, on this wall, I'm just going to get here, try and aim for the middle. Then I'm going to try and shoot right below the oversampling rate, which is about here. Yeah, you can see I'm hitting that oversampling wall a bit. I'll try one more time. Yeah, I'm still hitting a bit, so you're going to have to slow it down. Okay, with the suppressor, the 5.7 suppressor is the most modded weapon I've ever seen. It's like the most popular mod weapon, at least how I see it on PC and on the Xbox version of Black Ops 2. It shoots at 750 RPM according to the latest update and patches. This is all according to March, at least. It shoots at 750 RPM. Has 20 defaults and all that. Okay, so this is what you'll normally see people walking around shooting the 5.7 at. And when people say they have good trigger fingers, they'll be like around here. A little higher. And then the modded peoples will be around here, if not a little bit higher. Now, since this has such a high RPM, it's really easy to get really high on the speed you're shooting at without hitting the oversampling. So oversampling is never really a problem with this weapon.
No.
So with this weapon, one of the things you want to do, use the same tactic as the middle finger, and you just want to shoot it about here. And now this is the fastest you can get this, and also makes it extremely deadly weapon, mostly because of how much damage it does. Yep. I'm going to do that again with my last remaining about a bit of ammo. And at the end of this video, I shall be putting up, actually either during the gun tutorials or during the end of the video, I'll put up hopefully a small like phone camera recorded view of how to place your fingers on the controller, get the most advantage. Also, if you put it the right way, you should still get a lot of control, like which direction you're looking at, all that stuff. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get a faster trigger finger. Share this with anyone you think has a good trigger finger or has mods, and see if you can get able to shoot faster than them, because I know that's quite easily a possibility. And enjoy playing Black Ops 2. Hey guys, this is how to place your fingers if you want to be able to press your trigger finger faster. So you want to take your Xbox controller, you want to take your middle finger here, you're going to find, get that in focus, the tip right here of your trigger. I still think that's what it's called. You want to take it, you want to get your regular playing, take it, you want to just push it down as fast as you can, or until you get like used to, sorry I'm looking at TV at the same time, until you get used to what you need and how often to do it. But that's where you put it, and also you can just do it regularly like this with your index finger, or with your middle like this, what I do sometimes. And that's basically how to do it.